In other news from Parliament today, Foreign Affairs Minister the Honourable Fred Mitchell has denounced remarks allegedly made by human rights attorney Fred Smith at a meeting for foreign condominium owners in Grand Bahama. An audio clip of the meeting quickly made the rounds on social media.
Because you've been at the receiving end of a lot of problems internally and externally by these internal elements co-opting political and other support for. You see, it is inappropriate for the government to get involved in the private financial or private disputes in a condominium association like this. Why is Fred Mitchell, the Minister of the Bahamas Immigration, getting involved in a dispute that exists between condominium owners? Why is he picking on Bruno Rufa, or Sandra, or Nancy, or others? Make no mistake, when the new board decides to enforce a lien against some Bahamian who refuses to pay the maintenance, you'll be the next one that the immigration is going to try and deport. And that's why I understand you see, they're winning. Those who are seeking to undermine the effectiveness that the board of directors has been able to achieve over these years are now winning. Because they now think, and they do, they've got a new board and the new board may be a little naive, and this is not a criticism, a little naive or a little innocent or just doesn't know the way of these people, because some of you may have been newer owners. It's a very difficult environment to live in. You're all white for the most part. And it's a big problem for a lot of the black Bahamians that you're down here. Believe it or not, they want your money, they want you to spend it, but they don't like you. Alright? A lot of them don't. The fact is that the Bahamas is a very racist, a very xenophobic, a nationally insecure, and a very hateful place to foreigners. So, you can't just bury your head in the sand out on the beach there and think they're not going to...
Well, Mitchell had this to say in response.
Has been because you've been at the receiving end of a lot of problems internally and externally by these internal elements co-opting political and other support for. You see, it is inappropriate for the government to get involved.
It is deceitful, this is ungrateful, it is dishonest, it is unpatriotic. All fun and jokes aside, Mr. Speaker, as a public policy maker, as a member of Parliament, as a minister of the government, I am sworn to defend the Bahamas and its constitution and its people without fear or favor. I do not appreciate in the least this attempt to smear me and to smear the government and the wider Bahamian people, no matter how it is dressed up. We are a blessed people, a stable democracy. Our first obligation is to the Bahamas. I've had occasion before to point out what Section 18 of the Immigration Act empowers the minister to do when someone who is in the Bahamas acts incompatibly with the status that's been bestowed upon them. I've exercised that right once already and will not hesitate to do so where the law allows and circumstances warrant.